I never felt comfortable in my own skin. So when I look at her, I almost see a stranger. I didn't have any tattoos at the time. It almost brings tears to my eyes because I'm so glad that I was able to find my way like I have. My name is Christine Harp. I'm a retired chief from the United States Navy. I'm here in Pittsburgh to get a tattoo from Sarah Miller, and I'm from Fort Worth, Texas.
She's given so much for everybody else in her life, and I think it's time for her to get something for her.
So this is kind of my area that I honor my family. This is really cool. My grandfather was in the Navy as well. My whole family comes from a generation of people that were in the Navy. My grandfather was in the Navy, my father was in the Navy, and then I was in the Navy. I was born during the Vietnam War. My father was in the Navy at the time. He met my mother. He smuggled my mother and I out on a boat. We ended up in Hawaii. When they split up, I started getting in a lot of trouble, and they would send me back to the States with other family members just to quote unquote fix me. I've always had a problem with authority, so the military was definitely the path that I needed to give me some discipline and to give me the ability to follow rules and to see that not all authority is bad authority. So in the next few weeks, I'm heading out to do this session with Sarah, and I have no idea what we're going to be doing. I just kind of know the concept designs that we've thrown around and what I want the tattoo to mean to me. So Russell and I and his brother, we're going to drive up and surprise her. So it's kind of going to be a surprise for me and a surprise for her as well.
I'm Sarah Miller from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I own Wild Child Tattoo. I actually met Chris about 3 years ago through a mutual friend of ours, and we really just hit it off. This year, she also started traveling with me and helping me out at tattoo conventions. Chris didn't just step in my life and help me organize everything. She became an amazing friend to me. She literally is one of my ride or dies.
We've arrived in Pittsburgh, and I cannot wait to walk in and see my friend Sarah.
You're so kind and generous and you're helping out everybody else, but now it's your turn. So today's all about you.
I wanted something that kind of cleansed my negative feelings towards authority and represented me as far as my transition into my new spiritual journey that I'm on.
We're talking about this tattoo. We're delving into her spirituality, how she's coming into her own. And there are a few things I think I'm going to throw in here that she's going to love.
So after I give Sarah the elements of what I want in the tattoo, she envisions what she calls a goddess. From the stencil to the very end, I've committed myself to not looking at it until the very end at the reveal.
I think it's going to take a little bit longer than we had originally thought, but I think throughout this process, Chris is going to have to see where her limits are.
When Sarah gives me an estimate of time, I've learned working with her that you double that. So when she was talking about the tattoo, she says that it's going to be 10 to 12 hours. So that really scares me because that means it's going to be closer, upwards of 20.
As my needle's breaking the skin right now, I can just tell that this is going to be an amazing experience.
Absolutely, there's pain. She's hitting some pretty sensitive spots behind the knee or at the side of the knee. You go into like this euphoric state, kind of like a meditative state.
My father died very tragically in Thailand over about a 6-month period, and his friends brought up this 10-hour hand poke tattoo that he'd always wanted to get, but he just never had the courage to go get it. And I thought, well, what the heck? I was in mourning, I was in pain, I had to do something with all that pain. I didn't know what to do, so a tattoo sounded like a good idea. The responses that I got were just, what are you doing? Have you lost your mind? Are you going through a crisis? But I never regret it. Getting that tattoo that meant so much to my dad made my pain of losing him a little less. The hardest thing is, to walk by. I think I have all this beautiful art that tells my story, and I walk by somebody and they grab their purse and they go onto the other side of the road. So maybe just watching this can show you that maybe that person is just healing some pain and they're not that awful person you think they are. So maybe give them a chance. We're getting to about hour 10 and we're nowhere near done. And here it's putting me through this horrible emotional turmoil. I'm laying there on the table and all I'm telling myself is I can't do this, I can't do this, I can't do this. And then all of a sudden it just came to me that maybe this is the process of that tattoo, is to show me what I can do.
The mindset that I'm in right now is that this tattoo will take as long as it takes in order for her to achieve what she needs to get out of this. This is helping her find her limits, push past them, and accept that she is strong, she is powerful. What she can do is only limited by what she feels she can do. There is this amazing energy that's in this room right now. 19 hours and 26 minutes. That's how long this tattoo took. We've completed everything. It looks fantastic, but I still feel like I could run a marathon right now. I don't know. This is such a different experience for me.
Oh, when I saw the tattoo, the first thing that I saw was how amazing the look on the goddesses' faces. It's exactly the feeling that I wanted to portray. And then the way that she did the cleansing cathedral. It was worth every second. Like every second I didn't think I was gonna make it, it was worth it.
I don't have anything else to say. It's amazing.
I have a sense of peace. I've helped her a little bit in the way that she helps others. And together we've made something beautiful.
Thank you so much for watching my story. For more stories like mine, please subscribe to the USAA YouTube channel.